What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today, let's go. All right, guys, so I'm super pumped up today. I'm super excited. Had a really nice day. Sitting up on the day right around 700 bucks. Honestly, let's see here, just shy $6.03 to be up $700 on the day, just by $6.03. So I'm gonna call it a 700 day, and yeah, we're gonna accept that. So it's a real nice day, guys. And what's got me more excited today, other than the P&L, really, is that I came into the day with a plan in mind. Yesterday, I tweeted. Well, I stock tweet post. I don't know, guys. Whatever. I put on stock tweets that I was watching Boeing and Shop into today. But I also forgot to put in there, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, maybe on Twitter. This all came through Twitter as well, because when you, at least for, I mean, I've noticed when I put a stock tweet out, it shows up on my Twitter account. So I'm sure you guys saw the tweet. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you do. Link in the description section below. Just click it and then follow, and that's it. You're done. And you would have known about this. So I'm sure I put Hertz on there as well later on in the day. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. But yesterday in the evening, I was looking over everything, and I was like, okay, so tomorrow my plan's for sure going to be looking at Shop and Hertz. Plus, we'll see what's on the gap scans. I didn't like anything on my gap scans today. I tweeted out my watch list for the morning, and Shop was on there. I'm not sure if Hertz was on there. I might have missed it again. I might have, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is on there. Regardless of the fact, my plan yesterday for today was Shop and Hertz, and look at, what else is going on there. This is the importance of being a diverse trader, right? If you just come in every single morning looking for the same penny stock play, trying to scalp 5 cents, 10 cents, and it works for you, great. But there's always a period in time where it just doesn't work, right? So then you churn yourself. You made $2,000-3,000 last month, but then trading that same strategy and setup isn't working this month, and now this month you give back 50% or more of last month's profit because you're churning. You're just churning because you're not adjusting, and this is the importance of being a diverse trader. Today I showed how being a diverse trader not only is absolutely essential, but it helps tremendously on a day where multiple things are working. See, today I traded options and I traded Hertz, which at this point is a penny stock because bankruptcy. So I'm green on both trades, and I'm up, real nice on the day, like pretty much well over a home run on the day. For me, a home run is 400 bucks, so well up over $400 on the day. I'm up real nicely here, and I traded both things the same exact way I would have traded anything else. The same setups that I trade over and over and over again, that you've seen me trade on this channel, that you've seen the live recordings, that you're going to see the live recordings now. The same thing. Nothing changes. Nothing. The only thing that changes is the share size or the contract size, depending on the risk. Okay? So we're going to jump into both of these trades live. Recordings, we're going to go over each one step by step, why I did what I did, where I did it, and my plans, and why I exited, when I exited, and stuff like that. Oh, well, this kind of ruins it. You already see here, Shop, I'm up $408 on it. Let's get rid of that. You didn't see that. Don't ignore that. So let's go ahead and jump into this. But before we do, let me remind you to check the links in the description section below and in the comment section. You're going to find the links to Webull, free stock trading app. You download the app, you fund it with $100, you get 2 free stocks valued between $1,200 to $1,400. So that's a nice take home right there. There's also free trade. You just download the app, open an account, no need to fund it, and you're going to get 1 free stock. So right there and then you got 3 free stocks. Also, you're going to find the link to the descriptions. You're going to find the link down in the comment section as well to the Facebook group that we all hang out at. Okay, so make sure you check out all of those, and let's go ahead and grab the gap scanner real quick. Can we get this gap scan? Okay, so the gap scanner, this is Trade Ideas, link in the description section below. Coupon code in there with the links, and the coupon code gives you 15% off. So you see here, Hertz was on here, which is great. That's why it was part of my list. We also had SFET on here, but it's no longer on there. And that was one of my top small cap watchers, just because it was ultra low float. It had earnings report, and the earnings were up 150 something percent comparable to last earnings. So I thought that might get us, squeeze going, but nope, nothing happened there apparently. So that's it. I think, let's see here. I know I put it on here. Maybe it just didn't save on here. Let's check out SFET. I know it had a little pop. There we go, pop and drop. So it popped up. You know, I was watching it in pre-market in the $1.40 area. Went all the way up to $1.64. Not bad. You know, nasty rejection. Bounced off of VWAP 90 MA right back up here. So, you know, it did give a little trade in here, but nothing easy. It's pretty wicky. So my first trade of the day was SHOP, and oh my god, it just kept going lower. Let's see where those puts are going off at now then. $61. I bought those things at $30. Good Lord. Oh. The power of options, guys. The power of options. I see when this happened here, I was trading Hertz. I wish I would have been around for that retest of VWAP. I got in on this test of VWAP and fail and took profit immediately, because I'll show you in the live trade why I took profit immediately. It was kind of sketchy, and wow, this hurts to watch. So that was my trade on SHOP, and then on Hertz, well, let's bring up the SHOP trade first, and then we'll jump all over to Hertz. So where is it? Should be this, if I'm not mistaken. Whoops, huge screen. There we go. Bring this down some for you real quick. Oh my god. Here we go. Boom. Okay. So we bounce up. I mean, I didn't catch any of this because I was really waiting, and I'll show you real quick. Let's move this. Let me go over some levels on the daily real quick with you. Wow. Okay, so this where is it? This 740 area was these previous tops right here and this previous low right here. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a 730, 740 area right here, top, bottom, bottom, bottom. So I was watching to see if we would get a retest of that area. Right here, the bell rings. These are 3-minute candles, and we immediately dump. Like, this thing just fell completely out of bed and went from 750 all the way down to 720. And I was waiting around to see if within these 2 or 3 candles, we could get a jump back up here to 740, 745 area. But we only got it on this one candle. And that's kind of hard to jump into after it just dumps from 755 to 745. You get a 10-point candle to the downside. We get this 730 test, retrace all the way back up here. It was difficult. I couldn't. And these puts were going off like at $20, $21. So it would have been a great trade. But that was very difficult to potentially hold. So no trade for me on that. And it was a huge spread. Like, the ask was $21 and the bid was like $17. Humongous spread at that time. So I was waiting to see if we can get more of a cleaner setup, if the spread would tighten up a little bit on these puts. They were the ones with the best volume at the time. So I just waited. And when we finally hit this 720 area and bounced and hit 735 where VWAP was at, that's where I jumped in and bought my puts. Now, what I want you to see here, you know what? Let's bring it up on the Trade Ideas chart real quick. What I want you to see here is these support lines on the daily. They were, pretty instrumental. So right here, this is the 740 area I was talking about. Then we had the first support here at 714. Okay, it's the bottom of this candle, the bottom of this candle, the bottom of this candle, and kind of like resistance here and here. Okay, so that was my level there on the daily. And we hit 720, about $5 off of that low. So, okay, a little bounce there. We're going to test VWAP. I jump in right there, just one contract. I really ideally had planned the whole time to take 2 contracts to let one really ride, but the spreads were mean. I mean, even here where I jumped in, this spread really got away from me. 26.20 on the bid, 31.60 on the ask. When I jumped in, the spread wasn't as big. It was much tighter. We were talking about, like, when I jumped in, it was like a $2 spread, and look at this right here, $33 on the ask. It takes forever for this to populate, but I'm in at $30.40, and we have 33 on the ask, 26.70 on the bid. I was extremely uncomfortable here. And this is why I took profit way too early. It's still a nice, big, solid trade. $400 gain is a $400 gain. But, I mean, this spread, it's just not acceptable. Not acceptable. Not at all. Look, we dipped down here. We're at 32 here, 26 over there. Like, look at that candle. I mean, this rejection, I was confident in the rejection, but the spread had me spooked. Look at that. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Like, I'm waiting for the spread to tighten up. Even that, 28.60 over 33 was not comfortable at all. Not comfortable at all. So right there, I put an order out at the ask, on the ask. I put out an order at 34.50 just to get out of this. Just to get out of this because that spread. This is $35 on the ask and $29.20 on the bid. 32, finally here the mid catches up some, but this is just way too spready. We're talking about over a $5 spread. No, thanks. I don't want to participate in that. And that's really what messed me up here. Like, I don't even see these spreads on Tesla, half the time when I've traded those options. Like, come on. I mean, normally here, I would have been, normally here I would have added another contract. But how could I add? Look at this spread. And the volume was really light. And these were the best traded volume options puts at the time. So I leave that order out there. Look, you see my order on the ask, 34.50. Right there, look at this. Right there, we dip underneath here again, and 34.50 doesn't get taken out. The volume, no trades have happened. No trades have happened. We're still at 643 contracts traded. There, finally I get a fill, and this thing jumps up immediately right after my fill to 35. Oh yeah, I switched over there because for some reason it didn't show my realized P&L there, but you can see here my order in at $30.40, out at 34.50. And then look at this, we bounce back up and the bid is now at 30 and the ask at 35, still a $5 spread. Like, it was just really kind of weird action. I think I recorded a little bit more here. Oh yeah, look at this, $42. That's the same candle I sold in. Boom. Like probably a few seconds later, boom, new low. They go off at $42. I see here the last one traded was at 40 bucks. I was in at $30.40. This could have been a $1,000 winner, easy peasy. But look at that, 44. Even then, the spreads are still the same. Look at this, 44 on the ask, 38.90 there. And then look, we hit that target. Remember I told you 714 area? Look at this, is a 715 line right here. We broke it just underneath that. And we start to get a little bounce going. Oh, look, right there's the daily. You can see I brought it in to the frame so you could see it. So that was it for me on Shop. Real solid trade. I'm not going to complain about making 400 bucks all before 10 a.m. But right after that, we had, oh, look at the spread now, 62.50 or 59.90, just way too spready. Right after that, we had Hertz go off. Now, I was checking over on my long-term swing account where I had initially taken, a position on a couple of, what happened here? On a couple of stocks when we had the big dump. And let me show you real quick here. I'm in BA, okay? A starter position. I started taking starters here and I never added again because I was waiting for a retest of at least $110. We got as low here as 113 and change, and look at this, we're at 145. When we broke underneath this 120 support, usually every time we hit 120 we bounced. When we broke underneath 120 on this day, I thought we were finally going to get that dump to 110 where I could add to my full size and hold on to this for a few years if needed. Because I'm holding on to this, looking for this $300 area. So what you're about to see here is a trade I took there because I was checking on this stock. On this account, and Hertz started to go off in the setup I was waiting for, and I didn't switch back over to my regular day trading account. So what you're going to see here is my long-term swing account. So you can disregard. I mean, you can look at it, but you could disregard all of these numbers here. You see, like I'm up $1,000 on the day and stuff. That's just because I'm in BA 20 shares from $104 and I'm in Disney just 12 shares from $88. I bought that low, yes. And I wanted to add more, but I never got the chance to add, you know, where I wanted to. So it is what it is. I'm going to hold on to this for a very long time. Hopefully I'll get a shot at adding again to it. So I didn't have time to move back over to my day trading account. I didn't want to miss this. So right there within this account, I used some money that I had there and bought 1,500 shares of Hertz at $1.07 cost basis. My stop was, you know, just under $1. So I was risking 70, 80 bucks here for the shot at making, you know, $200, $300, $400, depending where I took my profits. Now, let me show you really quickly on Hertz. And I know this video is starting to get a little bit long, but there's a lot to go over. So let's see, Hertz right here. Yesterday's high was 148. I was looking to hold on to, you know, a piece of this to see if we would break into that gap and maybe get a move up here to $2 land. That was my plan. But I needed to see what would happen up here at this 148, 150 area. Okay, the high today on it is 149. So I'm in here, 1,500 shares. You could see this. It's going to move within here. It's going to move around, like this will move up here and stuff like that. I don't know why it does that. Anyways, Hertz, 1,500 shares, $1.07 cost basis. I'm up $131 on it. You know, what I did was very simple. Have 9 EMA, you have VWAP lined up here at $1, you know, $1 psychological support or resistance. You have this previous halt price right here, just above $1. And this whole zone to me was potential support. We have increasing volume as we go up, decreasing volume as we pull back. You see, we pull back. Volume decreases, we start to bounce, and volume starts to increase slightly. So I'm watching the volume as we push up. As soon as we clear up here, I take off 1,000 shares out of the 500. I might have taken off a little bit too much, but whatever. I took off 1,000 shares right there. So here we go. Right there, we push up to new highs, and I take off 1,000 shares. Right there, immediately 1,000 comes off the table. You see, I have 1,500, boom, 1,000 gone. Nice increase in volume as we push through that new high. What I want to see is further extension to the upside with increasing volume. I don't want to see it reject and shy away. There we go. We start to break out. I'm looking at the daily. Remember those levels I told you about? See right there, 148 is the gap entry. I still have 500 shares. Volume, I'm not, like that wick doesn't concern me because look at this volume, how it's still increasing. It's showing me that there's still a lot of buyers stepping in there, buying this up. It's showing me that there's also a lot of shorts covering. Look at that volume. This volume bar is bigger than this volume bar. This volume bar broke the high a day. The following one breaks this one, increases even more. I'm like, perfect. Now I have a trailing stop. Like there's no way in the world that I leave this trade in the red or anything like that, right? Because now my stop is this 120 area, okay? We're going off at 128. So I'm watching the volume. I want to see that volume bar continue to increase. Look at that. It's beautiful. We're pushing up to new highs. Volume is still increasing. We're going off at 130s. I'm thinking to myself, I might break this 500 up into 250 and 250 sells. There we go. New highs. Look at that volume. Look at that volume. That's telling me I can still comfortably continue to hold on to this position without getting shaken out. Look at that volume. Look at this. Every time we break and go a new high, increase in volume, increase in volume, increase in volume, increase in volume. Remember, 148 is the gap entry point. Right there, I take 250 off. I take 250 off right there. There are my orders. You can see them right there. I'm watching that 148. I want to see what's going to happen when we get to this 148, 150 area. I want to see a huge volume bar break up over this, and let's squeeze this over 150 and see if we can make a push to $2. That was my plan. That would have been an awesome trade. Awesome trade. However, we really find resistance there. Right here, you see it. This is that gap entry. 148 just won't break. Look how many shares. Look how many shares. That's 400,000 shares at 150. That's basically, yeah, it's 400,000 shares at 150. This is 193, 193. You might as well say it's 200,000 shares right there at 150, 200,000 shares right here at 150, right? Look at that. Over 200,000 shares now. So that's over 400,000 shares at 150. They're really trying to hold it down. I'm looking here at the daily. We get that nasty wick. The volume increase is super nice, but it doesn't break. It doesn't break. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess the party's over on this one. And I stop out right there and sell out the rest of it. And what did it do right after that? It came all the way. It tried multiple times. This is 3 minutes, 3 minutes. So for 9 minutes, it tried to break that 150 and couldn't. So I bailed before the fail and took my profit. And this was another nice winner here. Oh, let me switch over to, there we go. This was another nice winner right here, $286 plus my $400 in change on the shop. It's about $700 in a day. So that's $694.97. Like I said, $6.03 away from 700 bucks. It's a $700 day. I'm super happy. The trades were all planned out perfectly. Very low risk on Hertz. The other one was super spready out of nowhere, and I was not having it, so I exited early. Still a nice trade on that one as well. Happy on the day, happy on the performance, happy I was able to read the charts, trade the plan. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember, diversification as a trader is absolutely essential. I traded a $1 stock and a $700 stock today, and it made me a real nice day. I hope to catch you on the next one.